Imagine a wedding where the guests gift the bride and groom a castle, and the groom gives his best man a $100,000 watch. Private jets fly back and forth across continents for days, just for this wedding. Were temples built for the celebrations? Check. Did superstars perform? Check. Even imagining it is difficult, right? The wedding of India's richest couple, Anant Ambani and Radhika Merchant, was even more than that. An estimated $600 million was spent on the event, and the guest list was quite extraordinary. The world's most famous figures, from Bill Gates to Kim Kardashian, showed up, each bringing a gift. Or rather, they brought a Bugatti or a private jet. Welcome to the world's most extravagant wedding, where million-dollar gifts were everywhere. But first, don't forget to follow our channel. Anant, the son of Mukesh Ambani, Asia's richest man with a fortune of $115 billion, and Radhika, the daughter of Viren Merchant, the owner of India's top pharmaceutical company, married in what might be the most expensive wedding in history. The first ceremony began in March in Mukesh Ambani's hometown of Jamnagar. A special Hindu temple was built for the celebrations, and a feast was thrown for the local villagers. Private jets were arranged for the guests who flew to India, and makeup artists, chefs, and musicians were hired. A glass palace was built when the temple wasn't enough, and more than 5,000 drones lit up the skies with a light show. And believe it or not, this was just the beginning. Among the attendees at the first ceremony were Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, Prime Ministers of Canada, Sweden, and Qatar, and the kings and queens of Asian countries. Keep these names in mind, because we'll soon discuss the gifts they presented. This was just the first ceremony. Rihanna and Akon were the stars performing on stage. They were paid so much that Rihanna, who hadn't performed in 7 years and had been making a living from selling makeup and lingerie, broke her stage hiatus. After all, who could turn down $8.5 million for a 40-minute performance? The second part of the wedding in May was held in the Mediterranean, moving locations to bring a change of scenery. The guests were entertained on a luxury cruise ship that set sail from Palermo. They spent days partying along the route to Rome, Cannes, and Portofino. This time, the stage was taken by the Backstreet Boys, Pitbull, and Katy Perry, with Perry earning $5.5 million from the wedding. Up to this point, while the Ambani family hadn't made any official statement, it was estimated that around $150 million had been spent. Surprised? While the whole world was shocked and busy calculating how many poor people in India could be fed with that amount, the general public seemed quite content with the lavishness. But we'll get back to that. Remember, the wedding hadn't even started yet. The real grand celebration was saved for mid-July in India. The dates, July 12th, 13, and 14, were selected based on the couple's astrological charts. Anant's mother, Nita, described herself as working like a CEO for the wedding. Well, a $600 million wedding would require nothing less. And who could have managed an event of such magnitude than the mother of the groom? To bring the 14,000 guests to India, 100 private jets were used. Not one, not two, but 100. Those who got off the planes were transported in luxury vehicles and hosted at the finest hotels by the Ambani family. At the wedding venue, over 60 animal sculptures made from India's native flowers were created, with more than 100,000 flowers used for each sculpture. The world's most famous floral artist, Jeff Leatham, was at the family's service. Among the guests, Kim and Khloe Kardashian stood out. The Kardashian sisters brought along celebrity hairstylist Chris Appleton, a stylist team, and a group of producers. They took the opportunity to film an episode for their reality show, Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Of course, they didn't miss the chance to dazzle social media in traditional Indian attire. The couple David and Victoria Beckham were undoubtedly one of the event's highlights. Another famous couple was singer Nick Jonas and his Bollywood star wife Priyanka Chopra, whose charming dance became a viral sensation. American actor John Cena also appeared in traditional Indian clothing. The politicians present included former UK Prime Ministers Tony Blair and Boris Johnson. The big guns in attendance were Facebook's founder Mark Zuckerberg, former US President Donald Trump's daughter, Ivanka, Samsung's chairman J.Y. Lee, and FIFA President Giovanni Infantino. Remember these names because we'll soon tally the gifts. Traditional Indian wedding rituals weren't forgotten. On July 12th, Anant arrived at the massive wedding hall on horseback, greeted by hundreds of dancers and Bollywood stars. The wedding ceremony for Anant and Radhika began with their acceptance of each other. Then, Radhika's parents declared their approval of the marriage. In the next stage, the bride and groom circled a sacred fire in the traditional Hindu ceremony. The ritual concluded with Anant applying red powder to Radhika's hair and tying a sacred necklace around her neck. As the couple received blessings from their elders, the merchant family departed, leaving their daughter with her new husband. At the end of the night, a not-so-traditional name took the stage: Justin Bieber. Of course, the tradition of spending lavishly wasn't broken, as Justin left with $10 million. After more events were held on Saturday and Sunday, Anant and Radhika's wedding ceremonies finally concluded months later. Just as we took a breath, the wedding gifts began to emerge one by one. The question of what could possibly be gifted to the son and daughter-in-law of the world's 10th richest man, who already have everything, left everyone stunned. What wasn't on the list? Let us tell you, nothing. Mukesh Ambani gave his son and daughter-in-law a custom-designed, gold-embellished mansion in Dubai, valued at $80 million. Jeff Bezos, the owner of Amazon, gifted a $1.5 million Bugatti, while actor John Cena presented a Lamborghini. The value of the gift from King Charles of England was impossible to calculate, as he offered a jewelry set from the royal collection. 6 years ago, Beyoncé, who performed at Mukesh Ambani's daughter Isha's wedding, gave a somewhat modest gift this time. She presented a limited edition gold record, while Jay-Z made up for it by gifting a multi-million-dollar custom yacht. Madonna's gift was an art collection consisting of works by world-renowned artists, which continues to appreciate in value. Elon Musk showed up with a peculiar gift that matched his eccentricity: a ticket to Mars. We wish the young couple a pleasant journey if they ever get to embark. Cristiano Ronaldo gifted specially designed watches bearing the couple's names, while Oprah Winfrey gave a luxurious mobile library with a rich collection. Bollywood star Shah Rukh Khan's gift was a film depicting the couple's love story. Okay, now that we presented the trailer, let's move on to the main gifts. Mark Zuckerberg gave a private jet, Bill Gates a luxury yacht, the CEO of Google a helicopter, and Ivanka Trump a house in the States. Bernard Arnault, the CEO of Louis Vuitton, found a $5 million chateau in France to be suitable. Dropped your jaw yet? From a $3.5 million Rolls-Royce to a $1.5 million Mercedes, from gold pens to other extravagant items, the newlyweds certainly increased their wealth. Rest assured, the groom didn't just sit idly by. He gifted each of his best men an Audemars Piguet watch worth approximately $105,000. All these lavish exchanges of gifts significantly increased the wedding's economic impact, sparking some controversy. Neither their wealth ran out, nor did we tire of talking about it. Some argue that the $600 million could have been used for poverty, hunger, vaccination, or education. However, it's hard to say that people in India thought this way. A director at Mukesh Ambani's company Reliance claimed that the money spent on the wedding was a powerful symbol of India's global reputation. Considering his own wealth, it's not surprising he would say this. What's interesting is that millions of poor Indians seem to feel the same way, and it's not hard to understand why. The Ambani family is a partner in Armani and many other luxury brands. They control 40% of India's mobile phone market. Their investments extend to television and entertainment, and they own a popular chain of supermarkets. They also have a Premier League cricket team, which is India's top sport. While they sit atop such wealth, many Indians take pride in the extravagant spending at this wedding and the rise of the Ambani family and other wealthy Indians. To them, India's poverty is a predictable reality, but such wealth is not. Thanks to these billionaires, they might just be seeing the India of their dreams, and they don't even need Bollywood for it. That's all from us for today. As always, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and keep your notifications on for more content like this.